What's up, y'all? I am back with another Tyler Perry Zatima season 3, episode 3, decisions. First of all, let's just start here. Yeah, I feel like I'm finna do a Zoom meeting, but I just walked in the door from work, so and I did say I was gonna push some content out last night, but I was doing this. All falling asleep. But I am back. So now I can push it out today. Yay! And y'all, I think sisters come on tonight. So I'm gonna do my dangness to push that out today. Anyway, cause I think this gonna be quick. 3 and 4. After this, I'm gonna drop 4. This gonna be quick. So alright, y'all. So the episode start with Fatima walking outside to see Zachary talking to the gang. So Nathan was getting ready to tell Zach, but Connie and Tony was like, no, you can tell him later. And then it was this whole back and forward, the Tyler Perry back and forward banter is what I'm gonna call it, about them telling Zach. And I feel like if Fatima says no, then just let it go. I just don't like the back and forward. Like, he does it in all of his shows, and it is so cringy to me, y'all. And you really see it in House of Pain with Curtis and Ella, but we're not talking about that. But okay. I just thought I'd say that, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, my vibe is so up right now. Like, versus last night, I wouldn't have been able to come to y'all with a video. I wasn't feeling it. So y'all, Zach asked Fatima what's going on, and Connie says it's nothing. Fatima tells them that he's stressed and that he has a lot going on. So Connie agrees, but Nathan says he looked fine to me, and Zach says no, tell me what's going on. Back and forward. Zach says for them to tell him now, and Nathan kept trying to talk, kept trying to tell him, and I was just like, Nathan, shut up. But whatever. So Zach goes into the house, and Nathan says that they was foul for not telling him. And at the end of the day, it is not Nathan's story to tell. It was Fatima that got pushed down. But I will say this, although I don't like Nathan, I understand when it comes to loyalty. But Nathan it almost feels like it's loyalty to Zach, but that's just you coming in between him and Fatima. It causes a problem, especially when you know your friend doesn't know how to control his emotions. If that makes sense. He does not. Zach cannot control his emotions, and I really wish Tyler Perry would write Zach in a better space. But hey. So then, oh yes, y'all, I forgot to say, Belinda walked up. She get on my nerves. And I did know, I don't care what nobody's saying, but Nathan and Belinda still have an issue with Zach and Fatima's relationship. Y'all just need to let these people be happy. I just really don't understand, like, even in these Tyler Perry videos, especially with Zatima, even sisters, why does it have to be this hard? Like, why does the relationship aspect have to be this hard? And I want to say maybe because in all of his movies he had made it hard, but everything was such a fairy tale ending. And now in his TV shows, everything is dramatic, everything is soap opera-ish, everything is hard. And it's like, we need to adjust, but hey, it's fine. So Belinda walked up speaking to Fatima like they cool. And Fatima told her to leave, which I don't blame her because, man, what you doing here? We ain't got nothing to talk about. So Angela walks up and she tells Belinda to go home. Because why are you here? You are here to be messy and malicious. So y'all, Nathan says it's wrong. And again, I'm just like, Nathan, shut up. Fatima then tells Nathan to mind his business and they should be trying to protect Zach. And I think this is the part where Nathan questions Fatima and say, are you trying to protect him? And then that's when Tony tells Nathan that he needs to listen to Fatima. And I want to say this was the part where Fatima asks Nathan, are you sleeping with him? Which is a point because pillow talk is a little different than a budding friendship. So Nathan makes an attempt to go into the house and said, I'm going to go in the house and I'm going to go tell him. And Fatima was like, go right ahead. And so Tony pulls him and be like, no, we got to go. Let's go. And for me, this scene went on entirely too long. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the back and forth banter that takes all of 5 minutes, which is very annoying when we can be talking about something pressing. So, anyway, Nathan tells Fatima that Jeremiah hit you. And Fatima said, you don't even have your facts straight. And he did not hit me. And technically, he did not hit her. He was yanking the bag. He didn't touch her. He was yanking the bag and she fell. So Fatima gets annoyed. And so am I. And tells them to take Nathan and leave and tell Angela, you take that thing with you. And everybody just need to go. So when we get in the house, Zatima walks in the house and Zach's drinking. This is another foreshadowing for something. Because every time we get Zach out of some hole, he goes right back into another. Which creates this whole ride and die for you struggle love. I just can't. So Zach questions why you think my friends came over, drove over here to tell him something. And Fatima lies and says she don't know, but she tells Zach to relax. And, he needs to get in the tub and relax and, do what he needs to do. So Fatima and Zach agree. They talk about the funeral. He started bringing up, I have to do this. I have to take care of that. And Fatima was like, I'll take care of it. Just let me handle it. And so she said, I'll take care of the arrangements and then I'll show it to you and you let me know if you approve. And so she then asked him, what is your mom's favorite color? And in this moment, he couldn't answer the question. And so he starts to feel bad because he did not know. And like she said, you wouldn't have known that because y'all didn't have that type of relationship. But he really felt bad, and in that moment, I felt bad for him. So then Fatima asked if the drinking is going to be a problem. And of course, he says no. So then she, reassures him, hey, just take a shower, and he agrees. And then take a bath, just rest, just soak, take a bath or whatever. And so she gets up and walks out the bathroom and he was like, are you going to come? And she was like, yeah, I may join you. So then she goes downstairs to take his phone and call Connie and ask Connie what's his mom's favorite color. And so she was saying that it was a fuchsia, was it some type of purple color, of some flowers that she liked. So Fatima asked Connie to just send a picture. And so then she asked Connie, how did she find out about Jeremiah? And so Connie tells Fatima that she told Fatima how they found out what Jeremiah did and what he said. So Connie, then I like Connie. I really like Connie. Like, she is a Kiki to me. So Connie tells Fatima that they'll be real good friends, and Fatima's like, I doubt it. And then Connie solicits her help to plan a funeral. So we get over to Nathan and Belinda. We're at Belinda's house, and Belinda is using her womanly woes to persuade Nathan to call Zach and tell him what happened. Once again, what is your Tyler, why do we have her here? I can deal with Nathan a little bit, but not as much as I can deal with Belinda. I do not like people like her, like just displaying this type of jealousy. And then out of the same mouth, you keep saying, that's my girl. And no, it's not. No, it's not. You're still mad because you slept with Zach and he doesn't want you. And he didn't want you because I guess you was just a smash and grab. Not that made it right. But ever since you found out that them two been together, you had it out for them. And if that was your real friend, you would just leave it alone. Step back and let the friendship process how it needs to process. I don't understand. Okay. I did write in that those two was miserable and weak. And I also said that Nathan willfully chooses to be stupid when it comes to Belinda. Although you know what the right thing to do, and although you know she be on some BS, you still gonna pick up the phone and call Zach. But I'm glad he didn't answer. So then she tried to tell him to leave a voicemail. Well, he was like, well, I'm not gonna leave no voicemails to no grown man. I don't know what that's about. So then we get to the next scene where Preston knocks on the door and Zach comes down. You know, he knocks on the door. Fatima lets him in and let him know that Zach is resting. But I'm assuming Zach heard his voice and came down the stairs. Now, did y'all notice that bottle of liquor he had in his hand when he came down the stairs? And then, as he was talking, he was rubbing Fatima's stomach. And Preston looked down but never said nothing. So nothing, I don't think it did not click, but nobody acknowledged it. So Zach and Preston go outside to talk. And Preston tells him to move to the top floor. You know, they talk about the business and, you know, he told him that it would be best if he moved to the top floor and rent the other suites out. And Preston hands him a check for $3 million. And I will say, Preston is a really solid friend. And Preston did tell him that he needs to work with Bryce. And you need to get to a better space with Bryce. But Zach wants him to suffer. And I get it. But in business, you know, you have to be grown about it. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you made the decision to go into business with him. And I want to say that was very fast. I think I have to look back at that part. But you decided to go into business with him. He messed up. And I think that is something that is probably unforgivable for me. But, you know, you forgave Nathan and your brother for less than that. Well, not really. But, you know, whatever. So they both asked if Danny knew about the money. And Zatima and Preston wants him to tell Bryce. And Zach will hold that over Bryce's head because, you know, he's a little childish. So Angela and Sean on the table getting it in, and then he called her Donna, and then he called her Lisa, and then she was like, no, move, we not doing that. I would have been like, sir, don't call me Donna, don't call me Lisa. Call me by my name. The name that's on my birth certificate. I mean, if we want to take it a step further, my name is on my back. But you know what? That's... So, once again, Sean is tired of feeling like a piece of meat. He wants to be in a relationship where he feels wanted and he want to feel needed. And again, this is where we need the character development for Angela, because we need to know, like Danny, we need to know why she is the way she is. I can't call her promiscuous because it is what it is. She's very protective, and she has this protective mechanism that this is just what I need from you. So we need more character development and less nosiness. Less back and forward and more character development. Okay. So we hear a horn honking outside of Angela's house, and it's Bryce. It is Bryce. Bryce tells Angela, sorry y'all, that he is in need, and she tells him so is her in her private area, and he gets annoyed. So Bryce started yelling at Angela and says, his dad says he's ashamed of him, nobody cares about him. At this point, Bryce feels thrown away, but that was all in his posture and in his demeanor. Like, we had to know he was gonna crack at some point, because it was showing since episode 1, because he felt really bad for what he's done. And so Bryce he was about to get in his car, and then he goes back, and start yelling at Angela and said, you know what my dad says to me? My dad says he's ashamed of me. And I think in their culture, that is a real thing. Everybody's like, I don't give a doggone. But for him, that means something. So he gets in his car, of course, unhinged, and it's almost like he's trying to unalive himself. So he gets in the car and he crashes it. Almost like he wants it to end. And no. You face your stuff like a man, and you work hard. You work to get everything back in its good graces. So, y'all, this is where the episode ends. So we don't know what's going to happen in this next episode, but I will come back and let y'all know what is happening. So I just need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.